More than 5,000 years ago, Lord Sri Krishna declared to sage Narad and Queen Rukmini that he would personally appear in the Kali Yuga to distribute his own divine love. In the 15th century, the Lord came as promised in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and spread pure love of Godhead and the congregational chanting of the holy names throughout India. The Lord's closest associate, Sri Nityananda, predicted that an astonishing temple would one day manifest at Mayapur, the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya, from where the Lord's mission would be broadcast all over the world. In the late 19th century, the pioneer of the program to distribute Lord Chaitanya's teachings outside India, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, received a spiritual vision of the wonderful temple where people of all nations would gather to chant the Lord's holy name. The Thakur's illustrious son, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, continued the mission of his father, developing Mayapur and establishing 64 temples throughout India. Under the divine instruction of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada brought the teachings of Sri Chaitanya to the Western world, establishing over 100 centers of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness across the globe. In the 1970s, Srila Prabhupada revealed his vision for the grand Mayapur temple, instructing his disciples to create a Vedic Planetarium that would be a direct challenge to the prominent atheistic and mechanistic worldview. Now, by the grace of the Lord, the vision of Srila Prabhupada and his previous acharyas is beginning to manifest in Sri Mayapur, the temple of the Vedic Planetarium. Shri Krishna Sankirtana. Shri Krishna Sankirtana. Situated in the lush green countryside of Bengal, on the bank of the sacred Ganges, Sri Mayapur Dham has been a holy place for millennia, but has special significance for the worshippers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Kirtana Ganana Tanapano Premamritam Manidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyau. Srila Prabhupada gave many instructions on how to fulfill his vision for the temple, and his disciples have been working for many years to see it manifest.
I was initiated in 1975, and I worked on the Detroit Temple for about a year. Prabhupada came to visit there in 1976. Srila Prabhupada was up in his quarters, and he was talking about the Mayapur project, the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium, to guests he had. Then he turned to me and he said, "How do you like this idea?" And I said, "Oh, it sounds like a very, very good idea." I didn't even know where Mayapur was. I had not been there. So then after I said I thought it was a good idea, then he turned to me and he said, "Oh, that's good, so you can help finance." So the seed was planted then, but of course it took many, many years for us to start the project.
I've been involved with the project for more than 20 years. And in those 20 years, we've attempted all different types of designs and concepts. Due to unknown reasons, we didn't have the opportunity to build at the other places.
Basically, in 2006, we hit a brick wall. The government said, "No, you can't go ahead with this plan. We're vesting all of your land," etc., etc. So I was kind of frustrated and confused as to where do we go from here, and I was getting ready to come to India for the GBC meetings in the spring of 2006. So the night before I was supposed to leave, I was just thinking about this issue for a long, long time, and I just said, "Srila Prabhupada, can you just tell me what you want?" So I went to bed, and I was living in Florida, and there was thunderstorms, and I had a dream just before dawn, and I was with Srila Prabhupada, and I said, do you want us to move the project to Puri, or should we continue to do it in Sridham Mayapur? And, the clear indication that I got was that Prabhupada wanted it in Mayapur. So then the next day I got on the plane, I was flying to India, and the whole way over I was thinking, how could we do this? If we do it in Mayapur, what is the only way that we could do it? And I thought, we could build it on our own land. We have land that's totally controlled by ISKCON. It's safe. There's no problems with it being vested or the government threatening or whatever. We had a good 25 acres, I think. And if we were going to put a temple on this in the middle of our campus, it would have to be a temple that was very practical, that was buildable, that was within a budget that was reasonable for us. We're not an extremely rich society. We're not like some other religious and Hindu societies. We have a certain amount. We're able to collect a certain amount. So with all those parameters, I thought, we'll build it on our own campus. We'll design a building that's buildable, and we can move forward like that. It seemed like a good idea. So when I got to Mumbai, I went immediately to see Radhanath Swami, and I bounced the idea off him, and he gave me confidence that I was on the right track. As he said, yes, a very sensible plan, and way forward. So from then on, we had our team, and what we did was we went back to the basics, to see what Srila Prabhupada, what he really wanted for this project, what he wanted it to look like, what he wanted inside the project, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the rest has been, pretty amazing, the progress.
So we decided to maybe go back to Prabhupada, where what Prabhupada wanted. So we're building the temple in the middle of the compound where Srila Prabhupada laid the cornerstone.
It was the first International Society for Krishna Consciousness Gaurpurnima festival. Prabhupada laid the foundation stone. Some of his godbrothers helped him also. And he laid an Ananta Shesh. So we had the Bajrang Kutir, that was the only building there at that time. 20-30 meters from there, going towards from the Bajrang Kutir towards the eastern side. That is where the actual temple is actually being built now, so that foundation stone is right on that side there.
We had finished what is called the Lotus Building, which we called the first guest house at that time. And we were walking up the road, and we stopped in front of the Bajrang Kutir. And I said, Prabhupada, can we tear it down now? I want to tear it down. Prabhupada was silent. He was looking at it. He said, no. He said, let them see, this is what we were, and this is what we have become. And his arm lifted up right over the rice fields where the temple, the present Mayapur Chandradoya Mandir, Temple of Vedic Planetarium is. Dhira dhira jana priyam priyakaram nirma saral pujitam nana shastra vicharanai kanipunam sadharma sanghasthapak.
Out of all the temples in ISKCON, Mayapur is unique. It's the heart of the preaching movement, and Prabhupada wanted to do something extra special here. He predicted that there would be millions of people coming from all over the world. We are in fact getting about 4 million visitors a year now.
When Srila Prabhupada was here, he was telling us how there would be a city that would develop, and he told me to think big, think big. He said the center of the city should be the temple of Vedic Planetarium.
Krishna Kirtana So Prabhupada was telling me in 1972 what he wanted in terms of deities. He said, I want 3 altars. He said, on the first altar will be the Guru Parampara going back to the 6 Goswamis. He said, on the middle altar, and then of course I interrupted him, fool that I am. I said, oh, Radha Madhava. Prabhupada said, no. He said, Panchatat. And he said, Lord Chaitanya should be 7 foot tall and golden. And he said, then on the third altar, you have Radha Madhava. Of course, we had the small Ashtadot Radha Madhava. He said, Radha Madhava and the Ashtashaki. He said, Madhava should be 6 foot 4 inches. And Radharani should be 5 foot 10 inches. So specific. Even then. And he said, and then he went like this. And Radharani should be dancing. He said, because when Radharani is dancing, Krishna can never leave her. So that was 1972. He gave us those instructions for the big temple.
Well, the altar is going to be 130 feet in diameter, broken into 3 sections. To your left, we'll have the disciplic succession, the Guru Parampara. In the middle altar, we have the Panchatattva. And to your right, we'll have Radha Madhava and the Ashtasakis. And these altars will be very gorgeously done. The domes will be like a Fabergé effect with beautiful, crystal clear white marble with gold inlays.
We've just been serving Radha Madhava in the fields in a little grass hut, and they moved a couple of times to the Lotus building, and again, now, so our dream is at least, let's put Radha Madhava in their new temple. We've been through so much with them, and a long awaited time is coming. So it'll be like, as far as the pujaris are concerned, and put Radha Madhava in their new temple, and let the whole world come and see.
Vedic Planetarium inside a temple is completely unique. And of course the reason why is because Prabhupada wanted to establish that the real world view is found in the Puranas, in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada often referred to the Bhagavatam as the highest level of education that you can get to, the knowledge that's in the Bhagavatam. And by presenting the planetarium, the Vedic cosmology inside this temple, Prabhupada was making a statement that the Srimad Bhagavatam is science. It's not sentiment, it's not mythology, it's not fairy stories, but this is real science. And he wanted to challenge the dominant mechanistic worldview with this temple.
Prabhupada also, he told that he wanted to present the fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam to the scientific world, and how to equate the Vedic version with the Western.
It was 1973, after a long discussion he had with Sridhar Swami, his godbrother. Then the idea of a temple of, Prabhupada called it Temple of Vedic Planetarium, came about, which would display the cosmos, the universe, according to the Vedic idea, as opposed to the Western mundane scientific idea. And also he wanted diorama exhibits going up 3 floors with, he said, moving stair. What do you call? And they said, escalator, Prabhupada. He said, yes, escalate. Going up through the universe into the spiritual realm and ending at Goloka. And the people who are taking part in that exhibit, on one side are the exhibits, on the other side they can look over the temple floor and through the universe. They can see how the universe is constructed according to the Vedas.
Prabhupada, right from the very beginning, was presenting the Bhagavatam as a science, not as a religious text so much, but as a science of life. It explains, the whole field of human activities from beginning to end. So this is a display of that science.
It is not only a temple, but a planetary, according to Bhagavad. Where which planet is situated, where is Vaikuntha Lok, where is Golok Vrindavan.
Srila Prabhupada also used the example of a chandelier hanging from the ceiling to describe his vision for the planetary model. This planetary system is rotating from east to west, and it is hanging like the chandelier, taking shelter of the pole star. That we can see every night. While Srila Prabhupada gave many instructions on the planetary model, the most complete recorded description of his vision was in a 1976 letter where he clearly laid out the 15 distinct features to be presented. The TOVP Cosmology team has used this letter with the other instructions given by Srila Prabhupada to develop a model that is strictly faithful to the vision of His Divine Grace and the Vedic version. Looking up from the temple room floor, visitors will first see the form of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu lying on Anantashesha with Lakshmi Devi. Above him are the 7 lower planetary systems, abodes of the Nagas, Daityas and Danavas, and above these is the plane of Bhumandala. In the model, this measures more than 13 meters across, with concentric rings representing the 7 oceans and islands of Bhumandala. In the center rises Mount Meru, atop Jambudvip, the central island of Bhumandala. The Puranas describe Jambudvip as having the form of a Yagyakund, with Mount Meru being like the blazing fire at the center of the Kund. Thus, the earthly realm situated on Jambudvip is designated as a place to perform sacrifice within the universe. Above Jambudvip is Bhuvaloka, the residence of the Upadevas, and from the orbit of the sun up to the pole star Dhruvaloka is the Svargaloka or heavenly realm. The planets are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam as personalities riding in chariots with their associates and paraphernalia. The model is faithful to this description, reinforcing the Vedic version that the universe is not governed by impersonal forces or filled with the vacuum of space, but is overseen by unique living personalities and is teeming with life. Srila Shukadev Goswami gives the analogy of an ant crawling on a potter's wheel to explain the movement of the planets and stars. If an ant moves in a circular motion around a stationary potter's wheel, we can see that the movement of the ant is forwards both for him and for us viewing from afar. However, if the wheel is rotating in the other direction, we can see that the ant's movement is still forwards relative to the wheel, but from the viewer's perspective, the ant appears to be moving backwards under the influence of the rotating potter's wheel. In the same way, the planets have their own forward movement within the Kala Chakra or Wheel of Time. However, because the Kala Chakra is rotating in the opposite direction, it appears to an outsider as if they are moving backwards. Above Svarga, the visible planets and the pole star, begins the realms of the universe which are totally invisible to human eyes. Maha, Jana, Satya and Tapa Lokas, where perfected beings reside. Above these are the universal coverings, Shivaloka, Mahavishnu and the Brahmana effulgence. Finally, in the unlimited spiritual sky is the realm of the Vaikuntha planets and the supreme realm, Goloka Vrindavan, where devotees perpetually relish the pure spiritual existence of eternal loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna.
Well, we are looking at the highest quality. We're using the highest quality stainless steel, a 304 grade. We're using a special cement grade that we've chosen. And also we have 30 of our own personal engineers on the site that are actually monitoring the quality control. So we don't even allow anything that is inferior to come up. And Pundarik Govinda, Giri Govardhan Prabhu, the site supervisors are doing an excellent job making that this will happen. So nowhere in the world this type of structure is rising up with such a high quality control.
We are completed almost 70% of the superstructure. The work is as per our schedule, it's going on. And everything, we are maintaining the quality. We are 34 engineers from the ISKCON side. We are supervising the site round the clock. Quality, we are well maintained. There's no compromise. It's going well.
Sada Hridaya
he was saying that this temple is already existing. And he said Bhaktivinoda Thakur has seen. Then he gave the example of the Vishwarup. Krishna told Arjuna, I've already killed everyone on this battlefield. You have to be the instrument. You go out and you shoot, you fire your bow and arrows. But you be the instrument, but actually they've already been killed by me. So he said, in the same way, this temple is already existing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has seen here. But you have to go out and build it. You have to do the practical building of it. And he said, if you don't do it, then someone else later will do it. Because it is the desire of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it has to happen. So he said, if you do it, you'll get the credit. If you don't do it, he said, someone else will do it in the future and they'll get the credit. They'll get the credit. So better that you get the credit. You build it and you get the credit.
Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare